Hello all, Laura Reese here. Have you ever wondered how HGTV makes such beautiful backyards, beautiful patios? Well, today I'm here to tell you the process of how to do that. I know they make it look easy. They show you before picture and after picture and you think it just happens overnight. It's just the snap of your fingers. But there is honestly a process, and I'm here to tell you how to get it started. Firstly, we want to start by evaluating your yard. You want to look at the natural flow of things. Decide what your needs and wants are. Do you want a deck, a patio, a yard for a dog maybe, a swing set for the kids, a fireplace? What is your purpose for your yard? You need to decide that first. Once you decide that, you can start going through magazines, internet, visiting friends' homes, taking pictures. Good idea, good way to do that. Printing off pictures off the internet and starting a portfolio. That's what exactly I did here. I found this fire pit and I realized that is exactly what I wanted for my home, and it was the first page in my portfolio. It was something to just kind of base everything off of. Next, you need to measure and design your logistics of your yard. It helps to find a program online. I found one called AZEC, and it's an easy way to design your yard simply, especially if you're not an engineer or a landscape person. I promise if I can do this, anybody can. So take a look here. As you can see, it's just a simple drawing of a backyard, of a patio, of a porch. Just gives you an idea of what it can look like. Next, you can see it from a couple different angles. You can see it here, from underneath, from the side, and from the top view. So it's a 3D picture, and these are good to have in your portfolio. It's a good starting point to kind of get an idea this is what you want and the size of what you want, basically. Next, you can kind of draw up your own plan, and this is kind of what I've done here. I've drawn up a plan kind of where I want to put stuff, where the yard's going to be, the fireplace, the plants, little stepping stones. It kind of just gives you an idea. You don't need to be, a rocket scientist. You don't need to be an engineer. It's just for you to just give you that plan, give you that start of kind of where you want stuff, okay? After that, you're looking at your deck, and you need to decide what your deck is going to be made of. You can do typical wood if you'd like. That's, popular from, that started back in the 1800s when they started doing porches. And you can sure do that. If you do wood, you usually have to restain it every year. It is a process in the spring. It's still as beautiful as ever. But the most common and popular thing these days is what's called composite decking. And that is something that is great, especially for people that live in a state that have all 4 seasons. This here, as you can see, is by the same design program that I used for designing my deck, from AZEC, and it has designed it with composite. At the bottom here, it lists how much of the material you need, what specific size of the material, and the color of the material. So you can switch up the color, you can design it a different way, you can make the railings a different color. It really is a great design tool so that you really know what you want. You can walk into Home Depot, Lowe's, hand this to them, and they know exactly what you need. They'll just load up your car and you're on your way. Next, once you've picked out all your colors, you need to have them approved by your HOA. Most subdivisions these days have what's called a homeowners association, and everything you do on your outside of your home, you have to have approved by them. Here you can see is an approval compliance letter. You have to write on here the exact colors of your decking, how big your decking is, if you're planting any trees, what trees they are, things of that sort. Okay, you're going to sign it at the bottom here, and then these last 3 here, you have to have your neighbor sign. So you have to bring all the stuff that we've already gone over, and you got to bring it to your neighbors. You have to have them sit down, look at it, and say, do you approve this? And they have to sign it. If you're not a homeowner yet, this is really a fun process. Sarcastic, of course. After that, you do need to take it to what your county, wherever county you live in. In my case, I live in Douglas County, so I'd have to get mine permitted by Douglas County. And just to make sure that everything's okay, they do have to have the HOA approval letter before they will permit it. You always want to get any additional structures to your house always permitted, so that when you go to sell your house, you do have a little bit of additional value there. And it's good for buyers as well, because they like to see everything permitted. Okay? Once your homeowners association has approved and you've gotten your permitting, that's when the hard work begins. Haha, hard work's already not there yet. So that's when everything begins. You get a dumpster, put it in front of your house, and just start chucking. You got to do the cleanup first before you can start putting your dream HGTV backyard in there.